Hello everyone, this is the Orange. So normally I don't use this program or really even bother with it. I'm not fond of the format due to the nature of the video. I'm doing my best to work with it. RoamingMillennial, who uses Powtoons to make her video, is a YouTuber I'm sure you've heard of. If you haven't, I'm sure you'd like to. Well, she's managed to upset everyone's favorite activist, Lacey Green. So let's dive in, shall we? Article 1, Section 8, Clause 8 of the United States Constitution states that the purpose of copyright law is to promote progress of science and useful arts by securing, for limited times, to authors and inventors the exclusive right to protect their respective writings and discoveries. It's a delicate balance between the rights of the creator and the public's interest. When in conflict, the balance tips more heavily towards the public's interest, which is often contrary to what the creator believes to be fair or just. Copyright is a federal law of the United States that protects original works of authorship, a work of authorship including literary, written, dramatic, artistic, musical, and certain other types of work. Copyright is an automatic right and does not require the author to file special paperwork, as is the case for trademark and patent. Registration is required to enforce the rights, but as a matter of right, an author is not required to register anything to get the right to use the Circle C showing the work is copyrighted. One of the many terrific things about copyright is that it comes from a host of exclusive rights that allow the owner to do or authorize a number of things and exercise substantial control over his or her work. The copyright owner has the right to 4 things, called exclusive rights: reproduce the copyrighted work, display the copyrighted work publicly, prepare the derivative works based on the copyrighted work, and distribute copies of the copyrighted work to the public by sale, rental, or lending, and or display the image. Copyright does not apply to the works in the public domain: words, names, slogans, or short phrases, blank forms, works that are not original, and the government works. This is important to know because if the work is not protected by copyright, then there's no concern whether the fair use doctrine will apply to allow you to use the work. But unless you're a photographer showcasing your own work, chances are you'll need to use work created and owned by someone else. There are plenty of sources. While the general rule is that you can't use the copyright without express authorization from the owner, there is one significant legal construct that allows millions of people every day to see and share images online. Fair use is not the same as free use. Fair use is a legal exception to the exclusive rights an owner has for his or her copyrighted work. It has little to do with what we may think is fair, and everything to do with keeping the balance tipped in favor of the public interest. It's a delicate balance, mind you, but one that often leaves the copyright owner wanting to scream. The purpose of fair use doctrine is to allow for limited and reasonable uses as long as the use does not interfere with the owner's rights or impede their right to do with the work as they wish. A classical example of a use of a fair use image online is product reviews. If you want to review a book, a new piece of technology, a fast food product, or whatever widget, you'll likely want to include a photo, but not some washed out, overexposed, shattery, laundry in the background kind of photo that you'd take. So you head to the manufacturer's website, right-click the image, save it, and upload it to your site. A file will not substitute for the actual product, so the owner's rights should be very minimally affected. Therefore, your right to use a copyrighted image would likely be permitted under fair use. The fair use of a copyrighted work, including such by use by reproduction in copies, phone records, or any other means specified that by section, for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research, is not an infringement of copyright. In determining whether the use made of a work in any particular case is fair, use the factors to be considered shall include the purpose and the character of the use, including whether such is of commercial nature or non-profit nature. The nature of the copyrighted work, the amount substantially of the portion used, relation to the copyright work as a whole, and the effect of the use upon the potential market for the value of the copyrighted work, purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research, and you're pretty much good. I don't really have to delve any deeper than this because that's what roaming is doing, using the image to assist in teaching and in the criticism of the issue at hand. It really doesn't have anything to do with Lacey other than using her image and briefly her name. to highlight the opposition to the idea. So before you get all crazy about copyright, I really want you to take a look at what you're doing. Because fair use and copyright are not tools for censorship, but tools to help us understand one another and ensure mutual respect. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. As you all know, I'm the Orange, and go subscribe to Roaming Millennial's channel for a lot of content in this nature. Thanks, bye.